As recently as a few days ago, our government funding discussions seem to be in a pretty good place. Bipartisan, bicameral negotiations on finishing out the year's appropriations process seem to be right on track. We appeared headed toward a compromise result that would have provided much-needed investments in border security and completed our remaining appropriation bills to fully fund the government. Last week, the Democratic leader seemed confident that, quote, we worked out a plan to refund the government, deal with border security in a way that would be acceptable to all sides. That's working pretty well, he said. Just this past Friday, the ranking member of the Appropriations Committee, Senator Leahy, suggested, quote, we're 95 to 98% done. But then over the weekend, we heard that the talks had suddenly hit a snag. The bipartisan momentum had stalled. What went wrong? What went wrong? Well, Mr. President, here's what happened. House Democrats decided to add a poison pill demand into the conversations at the 11th hour. It's a new demand. It's really extreme. A hard statutory cap on the number of illegal immigrants who could be detained by the federal government. A hard statutory cap on how many illegal immigrants could be detained by the federal government. This would result in the release of thousands of criminal aliens and our inability to detain thousands more criminal aliens whom our federal and state law enforcement authorities will apprehend. This is a poison pill that no administration, not this one, not the previous one, would or should ever accept. Imagine the absurdity of this. House Democrats want to set a limit on how many criminal aliens our government can detain. A limit's not based on any aspect of reality, such as how many criminal aliens there actually are, or what crimes they've committed. Just an arbitrary number a couple of lawmakers have pulled out of thin air. The consequence of such an arbitrary limit is obvious. Thousands of criminal aliens would simply be released into the interior of our country, both immediately and then on a rolling basis into the future.